Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy 005 Dynasty. I'm back with another video, and we're going to continue talking about the music industry, gear, etc., etc., etc. Ghost Wave, which is my musical genre, created in 2020. That's when it was established. But we're going to talk about the MPC XL, the new flagship groove box that got these aliens inside of it, because that thing looked like a spaceship, and the aliens are in there dancing. They're like, oh, we got this money, we made them buy it again. We got this money, we made them buy it again. They like this, the aliens in there dancing. I can't. I can't even beatbox right now. They in there breakdance and everything. Like, yo, we made them buy the same machine again. All we had to do was melt the plastic a little bit bigger and put some more tactile buttons in there. Make sure the coding works with it, so when you go, it does something, and we're gonna get paid. And we're gonna use the content creators to do it for us. Yeah, the people over there who think they're famous and they think they're doing something on YouTube, we're gonna use them to promote the product for us. Those people. Keep them in our back pocket. Keep them in our pocket. Keep them in our pocket, son. Keep them. I can't. But listen, guys, your boy 005 Dynasty. I've coined this generation, starting from the year 2012 going into 2026. The copy and clone generation. That's what it is. You copying somebody else, then you ultimately become the clone of that, and you follow suit in this generation. The content creators do it. The musical, company developers, how do you want to say it? Like the people who are creating this hardware device, these hardware devices, they do it. Beat makers alike, they do it. Musical producers alike, they do it. Even I'm not talking about when I say famous people, I'm not talking about the content creators. The content creators, they're content creators. They're not famous to me. They're just whatever. Even if they got multi-platinum records, I don't care. People could catch a lucky break and then they want to live off that for the rest of their lives. They can't even do it again. They're not even making multi-platinum records right now in the year 2026. They didn't even make it last year. They didn't make it the year before that, 2024. They're not making hit records. A lot of times, those hit records come from the artists, not even from the producers, guys. I'm gonna be totally honest. The artists write the magic. They make the hit. These people are glorified beat makers living off of like BeatStars and all these other websites where somebody happen to hear their beat, use it, and then it takes off, and now they claim that they're the ones who made the record. They don't even know how to write song. They don't know how to make hit records. But the famous people are the ones who have multiple, just like they're historians, basically. They're historic for what they did, right? They're legends. So when I say famous people, I mean the legends. They're separate from the content creator, guys, but they have been manipulated and brainwashed by the company as well. So now everybody wants money and they want the bag. They want the bag thrown at them. Give me some money, give me some money, give me some money. It's all about money, guys. It's never about the organic, the pureness of it, the pureness of sound, the pureness of music, just the organic of like learning certain things, building cultures, building a way of life. It's none of that no more, man. It's propaganda, lies, manipulation, storytelling, fabricating, with the ultimate goal of controlling everybody's mind, control your mental real estate. And if they could control your mental real estate, they control you, because now you're a clone. Okay, you're a zombie. And you're just basically brain dead. You're basically brain dead, and you follow suit. That's what these people over there want. That's not what I want. That's not what Jamel Marshall Pearson wants. That's not what Ghost Wave wants. That's not what you guys are in, the copy and clone generation. I'm telling you right now. But we know this, right? So the MPC XL, a lot of people, when you come into my comment section, if you say this, if you keep saying the MPC XL and the MPC Live Mark III is very, very powerful, I'm deleting your comment. So I've given people the opportunity to comment in my comment section. Certain people have been, I've rewarded them because their comments have come through and it has been just. You know what I'm saying? They get the point. Some of them kind of disagree a little bit, and we converse about it. We talk about it respectfully. You get what I'm saying? But some people come and I allow them because they initially they get through. They get through, right? But then they start changing their mind a little bit in the comment section. They think I'm not going to see it. Also, give a shout out to Mr. Mooch, the community manager. He sees it and he lets me know. So we have started to remove comments, and we're also going to start removing some of you guys from being approved to comment automatically. And you're going to go back into the background with everybody else who's throwing those hate comments until you become respectful again. So now, if you guys are going to say those machines are powerful, you keep saying they're powerful, 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 and you know my stance, you're really trying to manipulate the situation over here and get your point across. And I don't understand. If you know I don't think they're powerful and my computer I got a computer right here that blows these machines out of the water, why would you say that in the comment section? Because you're trying to get a point across because you kind of agree with me, but you kind of don't, and you still want to say they're powerful. Don't play that game with me because I'm not going to play that game with you. And if we were standing face to face, I would tell you straight up the same way. Like, yo, stop. Don't play with me. Don't play the games with me. If you're going to do that, then make your own videos and put it on your channel. Keep that over there. Don't come over here with that negativity, because if you're going against my point, then I got a comment in the comment section going back at you. That causes friction. That causes people's eyes and attention to kind of like derail and pay attention to that conversation instead of moving the genre or the culture or the generation forward. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get people to understand that just because it has 16 gigabytes of RAM, that's not even one of my sticks in my computer, man. 8-core processor. Do you know how many cores I got in my computer? Think about it, guys. If they really made these MPCs modular, when we could take stuff out without messing stuff up or avoiding a warranty and stuff like that, I would have been decked out my MPC Live Mark 1, taking stuff out. I would have put that thing would probably I have 120 gigabytes of, I don't know, it might have bad stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what the temperature and all that stuff, you know, because you got to pay attention to that too. Like, I'm not stupid. I'm not saying blah. What I'm saying is whatever the limitation, whatever the maximum is, whatever the maximum my machine would be able to hold, I would stuff it in there for real. Now, if you're telling me that the technology in here, the maximum is only 2 gigabytes of this and that, well, why are you giving me a machine that can only, and I'm paying top dollar, $1,200 for this machine? That's still top dollar. That's not $100. I'm paying $1,200. Why aren't you giving me processors, motherboards, circuit boards, chips, whatever, and heat sinks and things of that nature in here so that I can upgrade it? Why I gotta every time I want to upgrade, now I gotta buy a whole new machine that doesn't change the color of my sound? Why do I need to do that? And that's why you have to operate with intent and pay attention to what you're actually doing and what's inside these devices and when you purchase it. So, the comment section. Mr. Mooch is watching. You know what I'm saying? He's a community manager, but he's not watching for negativity. He's just reading comments and he's going through them. If he sees something, he will remove it. No questions that he doesn't even have to speak to me, man. He could just remove, because he already knows my logic, my mindset. We speak, you know what I'm saying? I tell him, you know what I mean? So he knows. I got articles online. You can go read the articles on medium.com and figure out my personality. It's literally right there. It's plastered all over the internet. Just hit Google. So, yeah. But I think it will be something cool, though. Well, I want you guys to pay attention to this. If Mr. Mooch makes a comment under your comment, that means that comment resonated with him. That means that's the direction that, you know what I'm saying, we believe in. And also, if he comments, take that as respect and be on the lookout for him making a comment under one of your comments. So you know, if you put in multiple comments under 005 Dynasty's YouTube channel and he hasn't responded to you yet, maybe because your comment is not really helping us move in this Ghost Wave future, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's just a regular comment. It doesn't really have any depth to it, if you get what I'm saying. So be on the lookout for Mr. Mooch drop in a comment under your comment. He's not gonna hit everybody up, but just be on the lookout. So give a shout out to him. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Please go over there and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Please, 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 please. Man, it's not only me, man. It's me and him doing this, man. So please, please. I mean, as far as the Ghost Wave, I still got to teach them, though. I still, you know I got you, brother. You know I got you with the Ghost Wave, man. Man, it's all up here, man. Oh, I'm putting it on medium.com. I got this article coming out. It's going to have charts and diagrams of how to do Ghost Wave. Dude, I'm not playing. I literally have my whole, like, aura, like this whole, like, thesis and story and plot and theme. Dude, I have this whole synopsis. Like, I have everything about Ghost Wave, guys. And it's going to have charts, diagrams to show you what sound you should use, this, that, what comes first, what comes next. And it's going to give you the option, like, now you can go this route or this route. Man. And then when I do the tutorials teaching you guys on video, it's going to be crazy. Crazy. But, so guys, listen. If you have the MPC One Plus, isn't that the one? The little red box, right? You see how the color I got on there? I'm trying to match, man. I'm trying to match my video now. So I'm also trying to look good for your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. Nah. Let them cook, man. Let them cook. Let 05 Dynasty cook, son. I'm about to cook on these people. They don't even know who I am, son. I'm about to take it back to the early legendary team days. Man, if you knew who I was back then, half of y'all wouldn't even. Man, you would, man. Are you tell? Ooh, boy, man. If you only knew. I'm old and I calm down. But I'm about to take it back, son. I'm about to take it back, son. I don't even know, son. But anyway, if you got the MPC One Plus, you're in good hands, man. You're in good hands. And trust me, I've gone on record saying you don't even need to buy the MPC One Plus because you can just get FL Studio, and that still holds true. You could get FL Studio, any type of DAW that's on your computer that has more processing power, and all you gotta do is just, figure out your workflow, and you basically have the same sounds, or even better, even more, on your computer that you can actually put in the MPC One Plus. But that was a different story. It's a video out that I have on. Did I do a video or live stream? Either or. It's still on my YouTube channel. You could go check that out. But that don't even matter though. At this stage, that was a couple years ago. Now at this stage, we still got FL Studio, Fruity Loops, you know what I'm saying? And we still got the MPC One Plus. Now we got more machines. You're in good hands if you got this little box, because now you don't even need the MPC XL. You don't need the MPC Live Mark III. You don't need those two machines if you got this small little box. It's a small form factor. You take that thing and you make it do what it do, man. You take the limitations that it has and you make it do what it do. Whatever limits you in that box will help you figure out new ways of controlling sound, controlling music, figuring out your workflow and things of that nature, figuring out your style, figuring out what other pieces of gear that are out there in the world, besides just falling in love and falling into the trap to only using the MPC. You get what I'm saying now, guys? So this small device, this small little red box that you got to plug into the wall, which gives you great power, actually. You know what I'm saying? It's not running on a battery. You know what I'm saying? Great power. And if you're near a computer, just plug it up to a computer into controller mode and take advantage of the controller mode, right? I believe they have that. I don't have one. I believe it. It's got to have that, right? It's got to have the USB. What's that? The USB B? A, B. It's A, B, and C, right? I think it's a B. I can't remember. It's like that big. I don't have one with me. It's the big back, right? Go into your computer, put it in controller mode, use your processing power and all the stuff of your computer, and just go to town, go to work, man, go to work. Don't even worry about spending $3,000 basically on the MPC XL, because now you got to still get the Pro Pack and all this stuff, right? I don't know how the thing works, whatever. $3,000, and then for what? When you used to have the same firmware software in the MPC One Plus. You have the same VST coding. You have the same virtual instruments. It's not a sound engine. They did not put a sound engine, a legit sound engine, in the MPC XL or the MPC Live Mark III. There's no real sound engine in there. Don't let them trick you, man. That's not a flagship keyboard with supernatural sounds. That is not that, okay, guys? You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all got messages coming. They coming, guys. They coming. Don't forget, man. Thank you to everybody who likes, comment, and shares my video. Thank you, man. I want to thank everybody who likes, comments, and shares. And if you choose to continue to go down that path, I appreciate it. So now, I heard somebody tell me a couple years ago, oh, I like what you're doing with the outboard effects. I was showing them the reverb. I was showing them how I was going out the MPC, going into my reverb unit, and how much better my reverb unit sounded compared to the reverb that's inside the MPC Live Mark I. The MPC Live Mark I has its own sounding reverb. It doesn't have like, it doesn't really have like a life to it. Now I bought this other reverb. I'm not gonna show y'all. I'm not gonna show you. I'm not the influencers, the advertisers, the telemarketers, the marketers. But I got a reverb unit right here. You see this? I can't show you. That's ins and outs, right? So he was saying like, oh, that's pretty cool, but I can't get no outboard gear because the MPC One Plus doesn't have a lot of outs or something like that. Now I haven't done my research before this video. I usually do that, but I'm assuming that it definitely has ins and outs. It definitely has to have an in, right? But then it definitely has to have an out because you got to get the sound out, right? Somehow, some way, right? So, and it should have a headphone jack on there too, right? I should probably look this up, man. I got my computer right here. Let me see. MPC One Plus. All right, let's pull that up. MPC One Plus. Let me see really quick. Let's see the backing. Let's go to the images. All right. So it has a main. So it has the volume knob. It has the main left and right outs, it's your main outs, and then it has an input. Then it has volume, CV gate, MIDI, so MIDI out, MIDI in. No headphone jack. It has a USB. I don't see a headphone jack on here. That's kind of wait, hold up. hold on. Wait, is the headphone jack? Yeah, there we go. I'm about to say so because you got to hear the sound, right? So if you got a headphone jack, then you Gucci. You plug your headphones in, and then what you do is you send your sound out the main outs. The main. Yeah. You send your sound out the main, right? Into something, and then you bring the sound back into the inputs. If you're resampling through the MPC. If you get that logic. If you're resampling out, right, you can do that. Like, let me see. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Let me see. Left, right. Yeah, you could resample back into the MPC One Plus, but another thing is using your outboard gear. So I think this person was thinking on the forms of like daisy chaining, so like putting like compressor, reverb, daisy chaining it, and then bringing that in on multiple different channels. No, you don't have to do that. You could work with one sound at a time. This is what I do. So I have my keyboard right here, and I have a song up, and I have the piano, right? And I have the song played out with the entire piano. I got the chorus, I got the verse, I got all the verses because I break the verses up. And then I have the bridge, I have all that, right? Now, what I do is I just take the keyboard and I go into the MPC and I just record it in on the input. Just that one sound. So I do the whole song piano, then I jump to the next sound, then I jump to the next sound. It's a process. It takes a little while to get used to this workflow, but the sound sounds amazing going into the MPC. And once I capture it, I got it full thick sound. It doesn't sound flat. It sounds with the big body. It's good. Now I start putting it into a stereo field and all that, right? You got the MPC One Plus, you got an input. So since you got an input, you could get a keyboard workstation to go right into that input. You don't. So now I'm trying to, because at that time when the person said it to me, I was thinking like they ain't got no inputs, no nothing. Like what is the back? Now that I'm looking at it, you can actually get sound to go into the MPC One Plus. So if you could get sound to go into MPC One Plus, you got the wall power. What's that? AC power or DC power? I can't remember. You got the power coming from your wall. You got a computer next to you that you could piggyback off of to get processing power and memory and stuff like that. And all you gotta do is get a flagship keyboard workstation to put the sounds into the MPC One Plus. What is stopping you from making great music that way? Isn't that what I just pretty much? Isn't that the same workflow you're gonna do with the MPC XL? Isn't that the same workflow? Hold on. We might be on to something. You're gonna get the keyboard workstation, and then you're gonna go out the back of the keyboard workstation. You're gonna put it into the input of the MPC XL, which is only 2 cables. It's the left and right channel, left and right speaker. You put it in, and you're going to record it to an audio track, or you're going to sample it into the sampler, which will go to a pad or something like that. Isn't that the same thing as using the MPC One Plus? So what would be the difference from, what is the difference with the MPC One Plus and the MPC XL if there's no color, character, tonal change of the sound of the input? So if the MPC XL has an input stage, the MPC One Plus has an input stage. Do they sound different? Does one have a converter and one that's really, really strong and the other one doesn't? Or do they both have the same converters? You basically just going to record into the back and then start working and making a beat. So why would you get the flagship of 2026, the MPC XL, that costs $3,000, rather than getting the MPC One Plus that's still on sale right now? I'm literally on Sweetwater right now, $699. And you could pay like $44 a month, or maybe even less than that, maybe $30 a month payment plan for $699. All you need technically is the one input to get your sound in. And then if you're trying to go out, are you guys trying to track out of the MPC One Plus? Is that the trade-off? So you got more ins and outs? I don't care about that. I can literally track out one track at a time. If I have the MPC One Plus and I got 30 tracks, well, I'll just take my time. The piano track, let's send that through. Oh, that's done recording. Oh, the string track, let's send that through. I got time. I'm making a record, man. I don't have to send 8 tracks at one time. I don't need speedy workflow. I just need to make sure my sound records properly. In fact, I'd rather record it one sound at a time to make sure I play it back. Yeah, that piano sounds good. That's the exact tone that it needs to be at. That's it. So work with your limitations, guys. Don't try to get the new. Work with your limitations and work with something that's way cheaper. So now you can get that cheap MPC One Plus, $699 currently in February of 2026, February 4th to be exact. And then now, since it doesn't have any type of coloring, go get you some coloring. Get you a saturator, an analog saturator, get you a preamp, get you an analog compressor, maybe. Like start working on your signal chain coming from your keyboard workstation and then going through outboard gear and then going into the MPC One Plus and then saving that as that final form digital file. Or just get you a keyboard workstation and then use the sounds on there and then go into the MPC, because the sounds on your keyboard workstation are way better sounding than the VST coding that's inside of the software firmware that Akai. You know what I'm saying? There's your boy Old Fight Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me. And we are in the copy and clone generation, and Ghost Wav is going to take us up out of it. Just remember, you only have one life to live. Why live it being fake? You only have one life to live. Why live fake? Don't do that. And thank you to everybody who's liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you want to continue that, it's much appreciated. Thank you.